Hi there, greetings, Cancer Angel Tarot messages. I'll start with a disclaimer. The messages here are fiction, they are entertainment, they are scenarios that we imagine. Take what applies. Tarot is in a whole other bracket to itself, and majority of people that watches tarot card readings are mature audiences that make a decision to watch something that is spiritually based on their intuition. They choose to watch and listen because they are mature enough to make that decision. You see me? Yeah. So this is a club, I suppose. So these messages are for your entertainment and for fun, reflection, introspection. Take what applies, use your discernment, and I love you. Big up yourself. If you love these messages, like the reading because that helps, I suppose, to make the channel, more recommended. Share the messages. That shows that you appreciate the readings and you love it so much that you want other people to see it as well. And subscribe to the channel for more messages and turn on your notification to get the message when it's posted. I appreciate love your show of support on this journey. I feel like this reading, so this is an angel message I shuffled for Cancers, and I am feeling as if this is going to be a serious little message about your life purpose. It's going to be serious, but maybe not that serious. It is as if your mother calls you to speak to you about your attitude, what you've been doing lately. Someone like some kind of a serious talk that your ancestors, oh, but this could be good, your ancestors want to have with you. I'm seeing a river. You might be going to a river. I'm seeing a river. So someone might invite you to a river. I hear company, a river party. Someone might be reaching out to you. It feels like they're doing it with good intention. It feels like so far. It's good intentions, like they just want you there, a part of the group, and it's going to be a good time. And you might be tempted to say yes, but a part of you is wondering. Like after you say yes, you don't feel anything off, and you're like, yeah, it sounds like a good offer. Yeah, sure. But after you hang up, you get miserable. If you're anything like me, you get miserable, you get doubtful, you get suspicious, you start cussing, complaining, you're wondering, should I go? All of a sudden you're like, I'm not going to go to that place. I don't know if you might be feeling like that about an offer coming up from someone, and it's probably a woman that's gonna call you. Look, 8 of Swords. Like you're not sure about going. You don't look. See this water? There's probably little water or little bit of water. I'm hearing little evidence. I'm hearing little source. Like this is probably not a reliable source. Let's say someone got information about you from a cousin that does not even know you, a distant relative that was probably never ever really interested in your life, really. But because you're like becoming a star or because someone is asking about you, this person feels like they should say something about you as if they actually know you, but they know for real that they don't really know you. So something is not reliable. See that little bit of water, the information, the source that is coming from, it's just not a reliable source. It's not a dependable source to base something on right now, because like either this person, you and them weren't really friends, whosoever is giving another person information on you, perhaps you and them weren't never really friends, you never really spent time with that person. Something is like not as it seems. I feel like you should trust your intuition. I actually love this card sometimes, like 80% of the times, because it's about intuition. Like especially when someone is thinking that you're left out in the cold and you have no resources, you have you. You have your intuition, you have your gut feeling. You see, so even though it looks like you're very conditioned and self and like lack in awareness and you're left out and ostracized, in this Eight of Swords card, you're very much present still. Present and still. So you're able to clear your mind, think for yourself and get loose to figure out how to get out of this situation. You might have found yourself in a bind, but you're going to be free. That's why this message is kind of serious, because it is about you, like almost like freeing yourself, freeing your mind. Especially that some people are not looking now because they seem to be having a party or something. But let's move on. Yeah, they didn't expect that. They didn't expect that, or they won't. Yes, I love you. They didn't expect that. You know, they won't expect you to be unconditioned or, you know, freed. They weren't expect you, I hear, run away. They thought you were properly confined. So they didn't expect it. Maybe they celebrated too soon. You see me with that Three of Cups? I feel like you're gonna regain back a position of power, and you're going to be the one celebrating. And then they're going to look at you and see, what are we talking about? I don't really like this reading right now. They're going to look at you and see you celebrating, and they're going to be so surprised because they thought they had victored over you, but you're going to reclaim what's really your own. It's gonna happen. It's gonna shock them. They were not expecting that you would take back your throne, take back power, become aware and awake. They thought that these people, it's two of wands, maybe a family, someone you shared with. They thought that you trusted them, you believed them, something like they thought that you'd given up. They thought that you bought the story that they sold you or something. They thought it was a done deal. You agreed. You some like this. But let's see. This could be about property or selling out or giving up yourself, but you didn't. The strength, because you're stronger and wise. It's impossible to. You've made some changes. Maybe they wanted you to go behind bars, but instead you rise, you self-realize, or you don't doubt yourself. You're literally like a hero. Powerful. Powerful. So you never doubted yourself, actually. But I do feel like these groups of people thought that you gave up. They thought that you felt bad about you. You were disgraced and that you accepted that. But you never did. These people, you probably went to school with some of them. So I feel like you rise, and that is the goodness in this reading as well. This is good so far. You will liberate. You will be liberated, or you are already, and it is good. I feel like you will be gooder. Like you will continue to grow. You might migrate. Whatever it is that you're doing, the changes that you're making is for you, not for others. Right? But others might have been saying maybe you moved away because you're afraid, but maybe you moved away because you wanted to make a way, according to that lyric. So you did it for you. World, a change is coming. There were probably delays if you're taking flights, but the change is inevitable. Like even if there were delays, there will be progress again. And they didn't expect that. There were people still watching you that didn't expect that you would free yourself, that you would leave, that you would open up, that you would break free, that you would become stronger. They kept watching you. Possibly they felt like you were little. Maybe you had a smaller reach than them. Yeah, with the Five of Swords, still getting they didn't expect that you would change. And that you would be so courageous. That you would be living it up. But try not to base what you expect upon of yourself upon them. Don't use them as your ground or as the root for what you aspire for. Don't shoot off from the trauma or whatever that is or was. Do it based upon something that you, a root that they don't even know about, a reason, a truth, a heritage, a meaning that they have no clue that this you have something else that is specially meaning something to you. Right? Don't do it for them. This could be about family or not family or something. But with the they didn't expect that. They didn't expect that you had something else going on. You were banking somewhere else, investing somewhere else, putting your energy in something else. They thought it was you just had them for some reason. But we'll see, like I say, you're growing. Take it easy out there. All the best to you on your journey. And I claim the goodness out of this reading as well. Because I see security, safety, strength, and being somewhat victorious and untouchable at this point. That's why it's like you've leveled up and transformed into a person that they can't really. You've just succeeded. You're in a high. You've like established yourself or put yourself higher up, like something established. Greatness. All right, so take care and we'll talk again next time.